All right, hey, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another vlog. I know I said I probably wasn't gonna make another one of these, but I gotta go on an errand. Somebody said a while ago they wanted to see me go to Publix, so I gotta go Publix. I gotta pick up some soap and some deodorant, and then I thought I would take you to a place from my history. I talked about this on stream one day, and I was like, you know what? What if I did a stream where a vlog where I go to a place from my history and explain the story of what happened there and show you the place where the events took place? People were like, yeah, do that. So I'm gonna do that today, and I hope you like it. If you do like this sort of thing, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, man. I would really appreciate it, and just let me know down in the comments if you have any similar stories. So first, let's go to Publix, and then we'll go to the story. What's the story about? It's a story about love and ruined chances. Should I say first love? Yeah. All right, so finally made it to the Publix. All right, so I know I said I was gonna do Publix first and then do the story, but I wanted to do, well, I'm gonna explain all that once I get to the story part. So I'm at Publix now. I got a couple things that I wanna get, right? Ooh, the scale. Let's see how much I weigh. It's been a while. What is that? What that should say? I weigh 168 pounds. Dang, I gotta put on some weight. I'm fat. All right, let's get one of these things. Now, I definitely for certainty want to get some more deodorant or antiperspirant, right? Or antiperspirant. Gotta hold this thing at a certain angle because I look ugly in every way. All right, so I'm gonna get the antiperspirant and soap, but I want to get something like pecan pie. Cause I saw like some pecan pie. Here's the soap that I get. They say it's $5.99. Listen, I'm a simple man. I get what's cheap. And there's only one antiperspirant that I trust, and it's this one right here. Irish Spring antiperspirant deodorant. Now, if you don't know, and I didn't know this, well, I mean, I learned maybe about 10 years ago, but I didn't know it because I just didn't know. Antiperspirant and deodorant are different. Deodorant just makes you smell good. It's basically like rub-on cologne. Antiperspirant stops you from sweating. I had to learn that the hard way back whenever I used a skateboard, right? Because I would sweat and I smelled bad, like really bad. And so I had to get something to stop me from sweating. So ever since then, that's what I get. Doesn't irritate my underarms. Now, this is the sweet section. Let me see if they got some pecan pie, and if not, maybe some cookies, bro. Because they have these, ooh, banana walnut. $6? That's not enough banana walnut for $6. I don't know, that's a maybe right there. Look at this girl. I don't know, these girls done gone crazy. They're climbing all over the... Okay, boom, here we go. What do they got? Vegan? No, I don't want any vegan cookies. I don't even know what that means. Oh, bitch, shut up. Chocolate chip M&M? Nah, son. These might be the move right here. And they're nice and soft too. Hold up. Publix chocolate chip muffins. Them things look kind of fire too. Not gonna hold you. Blueberry, I don't know about them. Oh, cinnamon coffee. Listen, there are certain things that you see in life that's just an instant cop. And I think these are an instant cop. You see what that is? Cinnamon coffee cake and banana walnut muffins, bro. You just don't say no to that. No. What is this? Bro, I love pecans, bro. What is this? Gourmet cinnamon buns with pecans. Best served warm? That looks kind of fire. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, I guess that is this, but with pecans. No, don't do it. Not the cheddar biscuits. You can't come to the grocery store when you're hungry. That's what my mom used to always tell me. You can't do it. Don't go to the grocery store because you want to buy the whole store. I still don't see any pecan pie though. I'm about to look for that pecan pie. It might be in the frozen section. Oh, word? Yo, you might think I'm faded, right? But check this out, right? My homies think I'm faded for this. get you some regular nacho Doritos and this right here, this bar confetti cake, bruh, you just take a, it's like take a spoonful of the cake, right? And you like put it on the Dorito. It might sound faded, but it's good. All right, so we gotta go find some, like, I really want some, I don't know, I might want something to like munch on in bed too, like when I'm just chilling. Cajun spice kettle cook, nah, y'all got it. Let's go and continue on, man. I should buy some more blueberries for real. I want to find this pecan pie. Y'all want something? What is this? Energy drink. Nah, I'm good with the energy drink. Hashtag Publix, right? Hashtag not an ad. All right, let's go. I mean, I've already got enough oatmeal, and I really don't mess with these cookies like that no more, man. Like, I got some Oreos in the house, and I just don't, I'm not feeling like cookies ever. I don't know, I just feel like now whenever I eat food, I just have this in the back of my head. They've got preservatives to make them last, to sit on the shelf for a while, so they're not gonna go bad. And that just kind of stops me from getting a lot of food. If I'm being honest, it does. It stops me. Maybe it's just because I'm old and I care about that stuff now. I don't know why I care about that stuff now, but I do. Golden Sriracha. Tangy and sweet. Have y'all tried that? Let me know if y'all tried it. Give me a 1 out of 10 rating. Bro, I can't wait to try those cinnamon coffee cake banana walnut, bro. I'm just not good. I'm not gonna hold you, son. Ooh, the candy aisle. Y'all want some candy? I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. I got cavities, so I can't really fuck with candy like that. But if I do mess with candy for real, it's gotta be these sour gummy worms for real. There you go, Haribo. Yeah, I mess with those. I mess with those. I can't get that right now. I mean, not that I can't, I can, but it's just that I'm not feeling it. You ever get like that where you have certain food moods, certain junk food moods, and right now I'm not feeling candy. Like right now I'm feeling like some like sweet chewy stuff. Not like, my bad, not like candy sweet chewy, but like cake like sweet chewy, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm good on oatmeal. I be, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. This right here, this instant, I be fucking that shit up every morning, son. All right, I tried some of these. These are kind of fire. These are super fire. These Nutri-Grain whatevers, but there ain't enough food in there, man. Not for the price they're selling. Ain't enough food. Listen, stay away from them Pop-Tarts, because they lying to you. They put chemicals in them that's trying to kill you. Don't do it. All right, let's see. Let's turn my camera back on somebody. I haven't done cereal in a while either, man. I'm trying to stay off of cereal. If I was doing cereal, bro, I'd definitely be on some like Crave, brother. They only got one size of Crave, and this bitch is $7.99. That's damn near $10 for this box of cereal. And listen, that cereal, it's gone in like 3 bowls, if I'm being dead ass. So that's $10 for 3 bowls of cereal. I can't do it. So remember, if you're a young person, you're still living in the house, and people is buying food for you, I mean, just think about it. I definitely didn't think about it. I would just be happy that they got it for me and I'm finna eat it. But I wasn't thinking about, man, they just really spent $10 on a bowl of cereal that's gone in 3 bowls. That's crazy. I wouldn't do it. All right. I'm really trying to stay off soda too, so I really don't want to go down the soda aisle. Which brings me to this aisle with the baked goods and whatnots. Let's see. I've got like 2 bags of the kettle cooked salt and vinegar at the Hizzy, but I'm not sure if I want another type of chip, because I'm not always feeling the kettle cook, right? So I might want a different type of chip. Bruh, ain't no way. The bag looked like this when I was a little boy. That's crazy. Now I don't know if I'm feeling Doritos like that. I used to love this part of the aisle too. I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm really feeling those, but preservatives, you feel me? I can't. Then you got let's see, Nutty Buddies, coffee cake, fudge rounds, honey buns, oatmeal cream pies. I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling them, man. I'm really not. Let's see if I can't find this pecan pie. Turn this back on me because we got some folks. Alright. I think there's gonna be pecan pie down here. I'm not sure. If not pecan pie, definitely cheesecake. I might do the cheesecake if I can't find pecan pie. Brother. Alrighty here. Alright, there go my favorite part of the frozen. Oh, pecan pie. Bro, they're faded if they want $10. They're faded, they want to. There's gotta be another. There's gotta be another, son. Bro, tell me I'm not about to spend $10 on a pecan pie. Bro, please tell me I'm not about Bro, I'm not about to spend $10 on a pecan pie, bro. I'm not about to do it. But that's it. That's all they got, bro. This is the only pecan pie. That's faded, bro. That's rigged, bro. That's crazy, bro. I'm about to spend $10 on these pecan pie, dude. There ain't no way. And it's the only one they got, son. They really on some like Monopoly type stuff, bro. Look at this. $10 for this? Son. It's gonna be gone in like four Yammies is gonna be gone. Man, what is decadent chocolate pie? Shoot, who is Dolly Parton, bro? She got it on lock. Man, Georgia style pecan pie, extra real caramelized pecan. So this is what it looked like, huh? Maybe it was like 7, 6. I ain't doing it for 10. Nah, I'm good for 10, son. I'm just gonna go back and get some cookies or something. Them cookies gonna do the same thing that pie gonna do, but goddamn if I didn't want that pie, son. I wanted that pie bad. I ain't gonna pay $10 for no pie. I'll let somebody else pay $10 for the pie and get it for me, you feel me? I mean, hey, don't look at me like that. I'll let some, yo, you'll get me some pie? The pecan pie, thank you. I ain't gonna do it, not my money. Not my money. But you hear what that shit said, bro? Cinnamon coffee cake, walnut, banana. That's gotta be the most fire thing I've ever heard. All right, I'm just gonna get these cookies right here and then get up out of here, man, because these things look fire. I'm trying to tell you, son. You see that? Hold up. I'm trying to see. Yeah, these are it right here. These look. Yeah, these are it right here. I'm good to go, man. I'm good to go. Let's get up out of here. So how much you think that is? The soap is like $5. The deodorant is... I hope I didn't run out of power. Had a little momentary lapse in whatever, the thing shut off. We're gonna find out though. So anyways, what I was saying, how much you think this is? I think, you know what I'm saying, 5, 10, 15, 20, probably about 30. You think it's like 30? It might be like 30. I'm just gonna go into the line right here and oh shucks. You just wait right here. Ain't one person in line. Pretty as fuck. Hey, how you doing? All right. Yeah, vlog. You want to be in it?
No, not at all.
No, I got the camera pointed on me. You good?
I appreciate that. Somebody else is making a YouTube video.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's rude. I don't do that type of stuff. I usually keep it on me. And then if it's really like that, I'll cut parts out. It's 21? I thought it was gonna be like 30 something. I'm faded. All right, here, I'm gonna give you a 20 and a 5. There you go. And she said, no, don't put it on me. This is all good. What's up? Ventus SGN. Mostly gaming videos, but sometimes they tell me to do the vlogs, and I'm like, man, nobody don't want to see my ugly ass, but they be like, dang, go ahead and do it. All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Anything else I got a pack before?
She asked me what the channel is called. Nice girl. I mean, if I'm being honest, I mean, she was a little too young for real, but if she was a little bit older, I mean, somebody might look at it and be like, nah, that ain't it. But I looked at her, I think she's pretty, you know? She's a little bit older. No, definitely. Nah, I'm capping, bro, because I'm way too old, bro. I'm out her age bracket, bro. And that's what's really crazy, right? Because I don't know, man. All right. Well, we're back in the car. All right, so I guess now that Publix is over with, let's go to the beach. All right, so here we are. Okay, so I'm doing this a little out of order. I wanted to do this at this time because it's like sunset right now. I don't know if you guys can see the sunset, but for future references, this apartment complex, this is where, whenever I say Rosemary and Andy and Nicole, this is where they live. This is this apartment complex. All right, right now we are at a beach, a place called Gulfport Beach. Is somewhere where I kind of grew up at. It's kind of weird, our city, right? So there's like a giant street that divides in this part of the city. It divides like mostly predominantly white neighborhood, predominantly black neighborhood, called 49th Street, and it divides like everybody. Like mostly white people live over here in this Gulfport area, and mostly black people just live everywhere else. So so yeah, just so you know that this is pretty much like the white neighborhood it used to be. It's more segregated. I'm not. It's more like mixed now. All right, so anyways, so the story goes like this. All right, now I want me preface it by saying this. I wanted to do this in a different order. I wanted to go to Publix first and then come here, but it's getting dark and I wanted to do this at sunset. Okay, so I'll probably edit it to do the Publix part first, but just know that I'm doing this part first. All right, so there was this girl, and I'm gonna take a walk with you. Hi, what's going on? We got a little puppy down there. Cute little puppy. Hi there.
She is a cute thing.
All right, so the time is the 90s. I was in middle school, and well, I start before that. So there's this girl when I was in elementary school. Her name was Rosemary. I was in probably the 2nd grade. Don't worry, the story takes place after the 2nd grade. But this girl, Rosemary, she came to our school in the 2nd grade, and she was Spanish. Probably like, maybe she was probably the first Spanish girl that I've ever seen in my entire life. And she was incredibly cute.
I did,
and when she came, like every boy in our school was like, or in my class at least, they were kind of messed up about her because she was cute. And everybody, there's my best friend Rob, and then one of the other friends named Mark, who incidentally, me and Mark were born on the exact same day, which is crazy. So we were both, oh yeah, here's a skate park right here. I used to skate at this place. So anyways, we were all kind of like infatuated with her, I guess, fixated with her whenever she first came to our school, right? So I can remember specifically, it's crazy how you can remember certain things, right? So I remember this specifically. I was at lunch one day. This is probably like the first week that she got to our school. I was at lunch and I made sure to save a seat for her because I wanted her to sit next to me. And I remember doing this weird thing when I was like making sure that nobody like sat in the seat, and I was like, no, this seat's for Rosemary, this seat's for Rosemary. And I was patting the seat next to me. Whenever I saw her come, I said, Rosemary. And she didn't come sit next to me. Instead, she went to go sit next to either Rob or Mark. I can't remember which one. That's the only reason why I bring this up. Me and Rob, me and him grew up together. Like, me and him were Ace Boone Coons. And me and Mark, we had a special friendship. I mean, we weren't like, you know, sus or anything, but me and him had a special friendship because me and him were born on the same day. And we didn't realize that until, I don't know, middle school time. So anyways, she was only at the school for maybe a couple of months, and then she left. Either she left the school, or yeah, she left because I was in 3rd grade and she wasn't there. So she left the school that year that she came. We only was there for a couple months, and then I left that school on 3rd grade because they did a little zoning change or whatever. So fast forward, it's the 7th grade and we're in school, and Rosemary walks into our class. Wow, the acoustics in this place. I can hear my echo. This is crazy. Little gazebo. So yeah, Rosemary just walks into the class, and I almost recognized her. She looked familiar. I was like, wait, I know that girl. And then when the teacher announced her as Rosemary, I was like, wait a minute, it's Rosemary. And immediately, like after class or whatever, I went up to her. I was like, yo, you remember me? And you know, we shared, you know, whatever. And she remembered me, and we started talking. So I got her phone number instantly that day. Listen, I'm not saying I was him, but back then I was a little girl crazy, right? I was really girl crazy. I used to like try to, I never was I without a girlfriend for more like than a day. All right, that's just what it was. So at the time, I was already trying to go out with another girl named Marissa, who was a year younger than me in 6th grade. And I was trying to holler at her. I've been trying to holler at her for a while because she was like the one thing that I really couldn't get, because she always kind of kept me at arm's length. And I was trying to get her, and I was so close to getting her, and I almost got her. Like I was that close to getting her. And then Rosemary came. So I abandoned all attempts to get Marissa, and I put all of my attention on Rosemary. So it came down to, she said there are two boys that she was thinking about going out with. Because I mean, after that day, I got her phone number, and I was talking to her on the phone every night, trying to holler at her, trying to get her, you know, go out with me, whatever. And I knew I could do it because I was cute back then. You know what I'm saying? What girl could resist me? I mean, that's just what it was. I mean, maybe not now, but back then, I was him, kind of. So anyways, I was working on her, and she said there were 2 boys that she was thinking about going out with. It was down to either me or Mark, because I guess the other boys, they hadn't stepped to her yet, and most everybody was already, they had girlfriends, and they were trying to do this thing in our school. Well, there was these two kids, AJ and Katie, and the thing about AJ and Katie was they had been going together for like 3 years, so everybody was trying to emulate them and go out with somebody for a very long time. So nobody else was trying to holler at her, but I didn't give a fuck about all that. I wanted her because I wanted her back then, and I wanted her this time. So I don't know what happened. I won out over Mark. Mark wasn't a bad looking individual. I mean, I'm not trying to judge him, but he wasn't me, and he didn't have the talk game that I had. You know, I was spitting at her. So I was talking to her every night, telling her everything she wanted to hear, and I got her, right? So I'm, you know, happy as can be. And the thing that made me the most happiest about Rosemary is that she lived nearby. I mean, not super close, but she lived within bike distance, and she was going to be the first girl that I had gone out with that I actually liked, because I'd gone out with some of these chicken heads in the neighborhood, but I didn't really like them. I was just using them for stuff. So Rosemary was going to be the first girl that I actually went out with that I liked, that I could, you know, go and see. So I'd always talk to her about potentially coming over to hang out with her where she lived, right? And she would always say, oh, you can't do that, I'd get in trouble. My mom and my grandmother, they get mad, they don't want me to have a boyfriend, they get mad every time you call, but I told them that you're just my friend, yada yada yada. And you know, going through that. But her mom loved me, because every time I called there, like, hi, is Rosemary there? Yeah, I'd sound just like that, right? Mom probably thought I was white, well, whatever. So I told her, and this was the truth, because I was girl crazy at the time. I was watching Boy Meets World and all these little teen drama shows or whatever like that, and they were always kissing girls and crap like that. I never had that. I wanted that. So I mean, I never kissed a girl before that, to be honest with you. I'd gone out with them and I did stuff. I mean, I could tell you some stories about some stuff that I did, but I never, you know, tongue kissed a girl or whatever like that. I never really wanted to. It was, but Rosemary, I wanted to. So I told her, I was like, look, I never kissed a girl before. You think you could help me out with that? And she was like, what do you mean? Like, I said, you know, full on, like, you know, French kiss. That's what we called it back then. And she was like, you've never? And I was like, yeah, I never. Think you could teach me? And she was like, okay, I'll teach you. And I was like, cool. She said, so I get to come over? And she was like, yeah, come over this, it wasn't the weekend, it was a weekday. you have to come over, but I won't be able to stay out very long, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So I remember it because I told her to call me whenever she was ready for me to come over. And she called me that day. My mom had got me The Lion King on home video. Oh, it's gone. That's janky, it's gone. She got me The Lion King on home video, and I watched the movie in anticipation that this girl was gonna call me to come over, and I'd watched it until the part where Simba got to be adult and he met Nala again, when Nala was hunting Timon or Pumbaa or whatever. And Can You Feel the Love Tonight, that song came on. And she called me right at that time when that song was playing. And she's like, yeah, come on over. So I was like, all right, I'm coming. So I came to this area right here, and there was a payphone around here somewhere. I don't know where it's at now, it's probably gone. But there was a payphone over here, and I got here and I was like, okay, I'm over here. So where do you want me to meet you? And she told me to meet her here at this building. She says, go to this building. This is like a casino back then. It probably still is a casino now. She's like, go to the casino and start walking towards the beach on the sidewalk, and I'll meet you. So I'm like, okay. So I start walking, and sure enough, I didn't walk, that long, and I saw her coming. So we met probably down to where the middle of those palm trees are, and we started walking, and I was like, can I hold your hand? Is it okay? She's like, okay. So I'm holding hands with her, and brother, listen, I'd been happy before whenever I got stuff, whenever I got things, but this made me so happy because this was one thing that you couldn't purchase. You know what I mean? You couldn't, someone had to you couldn't purchase this sort of happiness. So I was happy. I'm walking with this girl and she was pretty. She wasn't hot. She was pretty. There's a difference to me. Smoking hot is like Carmen Electra type shit. But this girl was like pretty. You know what I mean? Someone you could introduce to mom and be like, yo, this is her. She was short. She was kind of thick, but not super thick. Like, she wasn't fat. If you saw her, you probably would say she's skinny. But to me, I have different standards. Anyways, we're walking with our hands, and she's like, all right, where do you want to do it at? I said, where do you want to do it at? And she was like, well, there's this little swing over here that my mom probably can't see us. And I was like, all right, cool. So the swing was literally right here. The swing was right here. I don't know when this all got here. It looks like they just made this. I have no idea. But the swing was right here, right? Probably not here. I think this stuff was probably always here. But the swing was like right here overlooking the water, right? Kind of high up, I think, too. So the sun was set. It looked pretty much exactly like this. All this whatever the hell that is back there, the little boardwalk, that shit wasn't there. But that was there, all this was here. And we're just sitting, and she was chewing gum. And I was like, so how do we do this? And she was like, well, you just put your lips on mine, and then our tongues just kind of roll around. And I was like, you know what? I saw something in a movie. Can we do it? No, in a show. She's like, what? And I was like, you're chewing gum. I want to chew your gum. And she was like, that's disgusting. And I was like, I mean, we're gonna kiss anyway, right? I think I saw it on Boy Meets World. And she was like, okay. So we kissed for the first time, and it was amazing. And I ended up chewing her gum afterwards. I took it out of her mouth. And we did that maybe about 2 or 3 times, and it was okay. Once she felt like, I guess she felt like it was enough, and it was just, trying to do it too much or whatever. She was like, okay, well, I gotta go, is what she said. And I was like, can I walk you back? She's like, no, don't do that, because they might see. So I was like, okay. So we hugged, we kissed one more time, standing up, like probably even under this light. I don't remember exactly where we did it. We probably kissed right here in this spot, like just arms around each other. And I was like, brother, I was so happy. And I can feel those happy emotions like that I felt that day. I feel it coming back right now. I was so happy because, like I said, that type of happiness, that type of joy, you can't buy that. The first kiss with a girl that you actually like. I really liked Rosemary because I thought she was pretty. I guess you could say I only liked her because of her looks, right? Because even back when she was in elementary school with us, I didn't really know her. Like when she came to our school, I didn't know her. I just knew she was pretty, and that's pretty much it. I didn't know anything about her. Like I didn't know anything about her day-to-day life. I got to know some stuff about her later on, like how she was living in an apartment with, you know, her mom, her grandmother, and, you know, some other white family that they were friends with, something like that. And their situation was probably pretty precarious because they were all sharing an apartment or whatever. So, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, she was just a regular girl. I mean, it wasn't anything really like to know. Like, she didn't have any like weird foibles. She wasn't into like, you know, playing soccer and shit. She's just a regular girl. So I was happy. And I'll tell you how I screwed this up. This is tragedy right here. You ready for tragedy? So this is tragedy. I went over to her house that weekend after the kiss. It was probably like a Tuesday or a Wednesday that we did that day. I went over to her apartment, or over here. Well, I didn't actually go to her apartment. I just came over here. So it was me, her cousin Andy, her roommate Nicole, which was, you know, her daughter, her mom's roommate's daughter that lived there as well. A white girl named Nicole who swore she was in Bloods because her boyfriend Chris Wallace was a Blood, and she used to chew razor blades. She was straight up from New York. The girl, she wasn't ugly, she was pretty, but she was going out with Chris Wallace at the time. Eventually she started going out with Andy though. So she was there, Nicole was there, Andy was there. And there's this girl named Miranda Stamper was there. Miranda was hot. Miranda is still hot to this day, even after she had twins. I'm talking about, brother, Miranda was the baddest white girl I've ever seen. I'll just put it like that, brother. There was this dude named, actually it was AJ from AJ and Katie. AJ actually came to my rescue one day. It's another long story. I was about to get jumped by these dudes, and he came and he was like, nah, y'all ain't gonna jump him. But he had ulterior motives. He wanted me to holler at Miranda to see what was up with her, because he knew that whenever Miranda came to school, I was the person she talked to, because she didn't know nobody. Because Miranda, it was weird. Miranda never went to school, bro. I'm talking about, this is some serious DCF violations. The girl never came to school. I don't even know how she graduated or whatever. I don't know what she did, but she never came to school, right? So anyways, we'll talk about that another day. So Miranda was there, and this kid named Mike was there. Between you and me, I think Mike had a crush on me. I'm not sure, I don't know, but some things happened between me and Mike later on when he used to come visit me at my house in the hood. And when I tell you that, when I tell you that neighborhoods were separated, white people didn't go to our side of the hood because they got beat up. They got jumped instantly. It is what it is. Some parts of the neighborhood I wouldn't even go to because I was gonna get beat up. So anyways, we're all hanging out and we're doing stuff, playing basketball, and it was just a really fun day. It was a great day. It turned out to be one of the greatest days, one of the greatest weeks of my entire life, right? So I went home happy. The next weekend came and I wanted to have that same happiness again, right? So without calling or anything like that, I just went over there. I went over here to this spot to see if they were there. So I came over, and sure enough, Michael Greger, that was his name. Michael Greger was outside at the basketball courts. So was Andy, and so was Miranda. So I'm there, and they're like, oh, hey, what's up? I was like, yo, where's Rosemary? And she's like, oh, she went to the flea market, not the mall. They went to the flea market that day with her mom and her grandmother. And I was like, okay, cool. So we're all just hanging out. Oh yeah, Nicole went with them too. So it was just me, Miranda, Mike, Andy, and we were all just hanging out. And I can't tell you why. I don't know how it happened, but I started to get messed up about that Miranda girl. Crazy, bro. Like, I felt like she was like mad flirting with me though. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it felt. It felt like she was really flirting with me. And like I said, she was bad. I'm not saying she looked better than, man, she looked better than Rosemary, man. She really did. She was bad. And, well, this is how I felt inside at the moment. It's getting dark. I'm gonna go stand under this street light right here so you guys can see me. I don't know if you can see me or not, but it kind of got to it was like this, right? I went back home that day. It was that Saturday. It was probably about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And I called up Rosemary. And Andy answered the phone, right? So I'm like, oh, good, Andy, it's cool. I want to talk to you anyway. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. I wanted to hear what Andy would say. I didn't plan on doing this. I wasn't going, realistically, I wasn't going to do it. I was thinking about it. That's all. It was just thoughts. So I said, listen, Andy, I got a question for you. He's like, yeah, what's up, man? I was like, I'm thinking about breaking up with Rosemary to go out with Miranda because I think Miranda kind of likes me. And he was like, oh, I wish you hadn't said that just now. He said it in a very New York sort of way, like a Bronx sort of way. I can't replicate his accent, but that's how he sounded. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I had you on speakerphone, and Rosemary, she just heard everything you just said, and she just ran out of the room. I think she's crying right now. And I said, what? Why did you have me on speakerphone? Let me talk to her. So he went to go get her to hand her the phone, and she's like, she doesn't want to talk to you. I think she's mad at you. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. You know, I wasn't going to break up. I was just thinking about it. So next day at school, no, the following, because she wouldn't talk to me for the rest of the weekend. The next day, on Monday when we were at school, bro, that's when she told me. She was like, yeah, I don't want to go out with you anymore. And I was like, what? She's like, why? Because you were about to break up with me to go out with Miranda. And she doesn't even like you. She thinks you're ugly, is what she told me. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I think you're ugly too. And I was like, oh, man. So I don't know how bright it is. You probably can't even see me right now because it's so dark. But yeah, them's the breaks, man. Them's the breaks, I guess. I lost her. And she never wanted to talk to me again after that, like ever. I think the next time she actually spoke a word to me was like the end of the year, the next year is when she finally felt comfortable enough to talk to me. She hated my guts. She started going out with Mark directly after that. And Mark wouldn't shut up about it. I'm going out with Rosemary. He couldn't wait to tell me. And he didn't, like, I don't know whatever happened to Rosemary. After 8th grade, maybe she dipped. We went to different high schools. But yeah, man, that's a tragic, tragic story. And those are the apartments. I don't know if you can see them. They're in my car right there. They're the apartments where she lived, and the basketball court where we played basketball. Ladders over there too. That basketball court, incidentally, got tore down at some point in time and became a skate park. And then that got tore down and once again became basketball courts. I don't know if you can see them. They're like right over here. That's kind of where I started the little story at. But yeah. All right. Well, under this light, I don't know if you can, I hope you can see me now. I'm gonna go to Publix now and get a couple things, and tell you what, because I know I'm gonna put this part second. This is the end of the vlog. No, I'm gonna put this part first. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, man.